Okay, hello everybody. I am currently uploading some of my videos from London and Paris, but I thought easier than writing a blog, maybe I'll just make a video blog some days because it's can't be bothered to type. So, anyways, let's see what's going on. It was February 3rd today, now February 4th here because it's just after midnight, but essentially Wednesday, February 3rd, 2016. I was my off day today. I spent most of my day working on my resume and my cover letter. After spending 10 days in London, I really think that it's probably a good logical next step for me. My friends are there. It's much, much closer to home. And it feels a bit more real than Singapore. I always talk about how Singapore doesn't really feel like a real place. It's kind of like a little utopian world. And I feel that way. I've been saying that for a year, but I really, really felt it when I came back from London. Um, and it was just really, really nice to be in London. I've got two really good friends there from New Zealand, Elizabeth and Ben, and it just felt like home being there. I mean, it was the first time, I think, since I left New Zealand that I felt like I had so many friends. Despite the fact that I've been in Singapore now longer than I've been in New Zealand and been in the same job in Singapore now much longer than I ever worked with Elizabeth and Ben, I don't think that, I shouldn't say I don't think, I think I would be hard pressed to ever make friends like them. We had a very unique situation in New Zealand. We were all single at the time. We had a lot of time off together. We worked together as well, the same company. So we spent a lot of time together, so we got to know each other quite well, quite quickly. In Singapore, I have not had that experience with anybody in the sense of most of the people that I work with are in a relationship. So, of course, their off time is consumed by their relationship. And I don't mean consumed in a negative way, but I mean they have somebody that they spend most of their off time with. Some of the guys that I do know a bit better than the others, I don't ever have the same off day as, so it's very hard for me to, ever schedule any sort of prolonged period of time with anybody. And yeah, I mean, as well in New Zealand, me and Elizabeth and Ben would go on these great day trips, these big adventures outside of Auckland. We'd have a car, we'd just go for a day, do this stuff. Here, because of scheduling, because of, I mean, even just the literal size of Singapore, because of everything, I haven't ever really done anything even remotely similar to that here. I mean, I guess a holiday to like Bali would be the closest equivalent, although all of my traveling I've done by myself. So, anyways, it was really, really nice to be in London and Paris. And I think for quite a while I have recognized that the biggest thing that is missing from my life is being close to my family and my friends. And I have not laughed as much in the last year that I laughed in those 10 days that I was in London. I had so much fun. And I think I can speak for Elizabeth and Ben as well that it was really a wonderful time that we were all able to spend together. On the first day that I was there, I caught them off talking by themselves. And I said, what are you guys talking about? And they said, oh, well, we just want to talk to you. We really think that you should move to London. And I said, okay, okay. And in the beginning, I was like, yeah, yeah, whatever. But now I really think that it would really be nice to be there with them. It's only like a 9-hour direct flight to Minneapolis, so I could come home on a very regular basis. I mean, every couple of months. It's no big deal to fly that distance. As well, just the U.S. in general is much closer. It's New York is only a few hours, and then there's Europe to explore. I mean, I've only been so far in my life to four European countries. England, I just went to France, Spain, and Greece. So, and me and Elizabeth and Ben are already planning all of our adventures around England and around Europe. In July, we're hoping to get back to Paris and go off to Croatia for 5 days, to the beach over Elizabeth's birthday. We've got our first trip in London or in England to Shropshire. We're going there. It's our first little day trip that we've got planned. But anyways, I'm hoping to make a move in the late spring or early summer We'll see. I think getting a work visa is going to be difficult. Because England is in the European Union, they can get a lot of labor from other European countries, people that come over and are legally able to work. Additionally, everyone in the Commonwealth is able to go for 2 years and work because we are, as Americans, are not in the European Union or in the Commonwealth. It will be quite difficult for me to get a work visa, but I did it in Singapore, so I'm confident that if I put everything I can into it, that I should be able to manage. However, I would, of course, much prefer to have a job before I get to the UK, as it's very expensive. In the 10 days that I was there, I spent loads of money, although it was all worth it. But being there for an extended period of time without a job would be very taxing on my savings that I have accumulated. So, best case scenario, I can land myself a job before I leave Singapore. Worst case scenario, I go, I stay, I sleep on Ben's couch, Elizabeth's couch, stay with them, eat canned tuna, and do my best to find a job quickly once I get there, which there's probably advantages to that as well because I'm just going in blind applying to places, but I did the same in Singapore and things worked out for the most part. But yeah, I mean, it's so anyways, that's my plan. That's what I've kind of worked on today. I'm still trying to get over the jet lag. I'm up super late, sleeping in super late. My body's clock is still off a bit. It seems to be worse coming back. I don't know why, but than it was going to the UK. But starting to get back into the groove of things here in Singapore. Going to Phuket in about a week and a half to take 3 days, go to the beach, just relax. Hopefully I can read a couple good books, get a nice tan, because I feel like I'm looking a bit pasty after going to Europe. If you haven't noticed from my last video, it appears I may have started to get my acne under control. I don't know why I'm looking like a 14-year-old kid. But anyways, that's really it. Working the next few days. Sunday I'm off, have a few little social things planned, and then 7 straight days of work, and then off on holiday. So that's it. I will try to check in with you on a regular basis. And I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are enjoying the newfound snow that you've got in Minneapolis. I hear that I got about 10 inches, which is awesome because from what I remember, it's been a bit of a brown winter. So enjoy that for me as well. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.